Welcome to my channel Adhyan with Flow. Today we were going to discuss about the layers of alimentary canal. So the alimentary canal made up with from esophagus to rectum, they made up with 4 layers. Guys, 4 layers. Alright, they made up with 4 layers. From where to where? From esophagus to our last ending, rectum. Name first, serosa, outermost layer. Muscularis, inside layer. Submucosa, again inside, and mucosa is extremely inside. Now let's start with our serosa, the outermost layer. Okay, it is the outermost layer and it is made up with, look at here, it is made up with, this is the very specific, guys, it is very specific. It is made up with mesothelial and some connective tissues. It is made up with serosa made up with what? Mesothelium plus some connective tissue. That's it. Clear, guys? This is the formation structure of serosa. They made up with mesothelium. If someone asks to you what is mesothelium, then you have to say that this is the epithelial of visceral organs. That's it. Not extra. Be specific. Now our next layer is muscularis. It is formed by smooth muscles. Let's write here muscularis. They made up with what? Smooth muscles. They are involuntary in nature. Now next, they made up with inner circular and outer longitudinal layer. This muscularis layer also contain what? Circular layer plus longitudinal layer. Okay, circular present inside and longitudinal layer presents outside, like here serosa, and here longitudinal cells, and here circulars. Clear, guys? Here serosa, here longitudinal, and here circular. This is the part of muscularis. Clear, guys? Now next, an oblique muscle layer may be present in some region. The name of the region is stomach. There is some extra, I said not all, not complete alimentary canal. There are some regions they contain extra oblique muscles. They are also part of muscularis. Alright, guys. Now let's start with our next layer is submucosal layer. Clear, guys? This is formed of loose connective tissue. Okay, they contain nerves. Look at here, guys, different thing. They contain nerves, blood, lymph vessels. Very important, guys. Be specific. Now let's talk about submucosal layer. Submucosal, they made up with loose connective tissue plus blood plus nerves plus lymph. Be specific, guys. Now in duodenum, glands are also present in submucosa. Means the wall of duodenum, the wall of some glands, they also contain some mucous layer. Okay, the innermost layer, the lumen of alimentary canal, is mucosa. Innermost cell. Assume this is the serosa, this is muscularis, and this is the submucosal cell. Assume this is submucosal cell. The innermost cell is mucosa layer. So our alimentary canal made up with 4 layers. Okay, this layer form irregular folding rugs in the stomach and smaller finger like folding. We call it as a villi. Means they want to say that they have outer, look at here, they have this kind of structure. We call it as a villi. They increase absorption area. They present in stomach lining. They present in small intestine lining. Alright, this is the mucosa. So our 4 layer is complete. Our 4 layer is complete. Okay guys, look at here. Outermost layer is serosa, and now second layer is mucosa. Fourth layer is what? Submucosa. Okay, third. And fourth layer is mucosa. Submuscular is divided into two cells. Longitudinal cell, this is the longitudinal cells, and inner side they have circular cells, and this is the lumen part guys, where food is present, where food is transport. So projection called microbial, giving a brush border appearance. This modification increase the surface area. Of course guys, if something contains this thing like structure, it means if they locomotion, if they give locomotion, or if they give absorption surface area. That's it. Come on guys. Villi are supplied with a network of capillaries. Look at here, there is lots of capillary here, and large lymph vessels called lacteal. Look at here, this is the lacteal. Mucosal epithelial has goblet cell, means mucosal layer. This layer contain what kind of cell? They contain goblet cell, and what they secrete? They secrete guys mucus. Very important guys, they secrete mucus which help in lubrication. Mucosa also form glands in the stomach. Yeah, mucosa layer also present in our stomach lining, our glands lining. So this is the basic we will study here. And crypts in between the bases of villi in the intestine. Of course, there is some name is changes. All the 4 layers show modification in different parts of the alimentary canal. Yeah, we know that alimentary canal made up with 4 layer. We know that they made up with 4 layer, but at esophagus they show their different features. At esophagus they show their different feature. At stomach time they show their different feature. At small intestine they show their different features. But made up of 4 layers, guys. Come on. Now let's talk about digestive gland. How many digestive gland? First of all, we will talk about salivary gland, then liver, then pancreas. So, salivary gland, what they do? They secrete saliva. Where this salivary gland is present? This present in our buccal cavity. They secrete salivary juice and saliva. We can call it as a oral cavity also. Means salivary glands present in 3 pair. One is parotids. Come on guys. First is parotids, largest, okay, they present in our cheeks. Next is submaxillary, they located in our jaws, okay guys. And then next is sublinguals. So first is parotids, largest gland in the case of salivary glands guys. Second is submaxillary, and third is sublingual. This is present in our cheeks, this is present at our jaws, and this is present in our tongue area, below the tongue. So what they do? They secrete saliva guys, and what saliva will do? They digest our food, they break down some starch molecules over there, okay. They are helping for food chewing, they are helping for food engulfing, okay. Now second gland is liver, largest gland in our body. The weight is 1.2 to 1.5 kg, okay. Now, where this is situated? We know that salivary gland is situated in our buccal cavity. Where liver is situated? It is situated in the abdominal cavity, just below the diaphragm. We know now, we study about lungs, and here is diaphragm. They are situated below the diaphragm. This is the bilobed structure, okay. Let's move further. They has 2 lobes. Yeah, this is the left lobe and this is the right lobe. The hepatic lobules are the structural and functional unit of liver, containing hepatic cells arranged in the form of course. Means they want to say that liver made up with hepatic cell, and these hepatic cell is the structural and functional unit of the liver, okay. Now each lobule is covered by a thin connective tissue sheet, called it as a Gleason capsule. Lobules covered by a thin connective tissue, we call it as a Gleason capsule. They covered by Gleason capsules. The bile secreted by the hepatic cell passes through the hepatic duct and the store and concentrated in thin muscular sac called as a gallbladder. We also have gallbladder. What they do? They secrete bile juice. What they secrete? Bile juice. Who? Hepatic cell guys, hepatic cell. Hepatic cells secrete bile juice. Where hepatic cell is located? Liver. Where? Lobules. Okay, and now this bile juice now passes with the help of some duct. The name of duct is hepatic duct. Okay, and this bile juice stored in where? They stored in gallbladder. Now the duct of gallbladder, we can call it as a cystic duct, along with the hepatic duct from the liver forms the common bile duct. Means here a bile gallbladder duct is coming. Okay, now other hand hepatic duct is coming. Now this duct made commonly we call it as a bile duct. This duct come from gallbladder and this duct come from hepatic duct coming from liver. Now we call it as a bile duct. Now bile duct and the pancreas duct open together into duodenum. Now here is pancreas present and they also have a duct. So bile duct and pancreatic duct, this is the pancreatic duct, they open into C-shaped structure. We call it as a duodenum, the first part of small intestine. Now into the duodenum as a common hepatopancreatic duct. We can call it as a what? Hepatopancreatic duct, which is guarded by a sphincter called the sphincter of Oddi. Yeah, we know that this duct is open into the duodenum, but this is not a easy, guys. No, this is not a easy. This duct contain a sphincter. When this sphincter is open, then their enzymes passes towards duodenum. If this is closed, then no enzyme can passes towards duodenum. Now the pancreas is a compound, means now our third gland is pancreas, the second largest gland. We call it as a compound gland. Why? Because it work as a exocrine gland and it also work as a endocrine gland. It means, why we say endocrine? Because it secrete hormones. And why we call it as a exocrine? Because this secrete enzymes. So one function is ductless and one function is duct. So now this organ situated between the limbs of the C-shaped duodenum. This is located between the duodenum part. Look at here, this is the duodenum and this is the pancreas. How beautiful it is. Now they release some hormones like insulin and glucagon, and they release some enzyme. We call it as a pancreatic juice. So this is the structure of, look at here guys, this is the structure of gallbladder. Look at here. Are you visible? This thing is visible or not? This is the gallbladder. And what is this? This is the duct of gallbladder. Duct from gallbladder. Okay. Now here is hepatic ducts come. From where? Liver. So commonly we can call it as a common bile duct. We know now, we discuss here. This is the common bile duct. One duct coming from gallbladder and another duct coming from hepatic duct. Now this is the common hepatic duct. Okay, this is the common hepatic duct. Now this duct open into pancreas and this duct is coming from pancreatic duct. So when this hepatic duct is coming, here also a sphincter is situated, but according to your syllabus, here sphincter of Oddi is located, who passes their enzyme towards the duodenum. So this is all about. Your glands: liver, gallbladder, pancreas. Yeah, salivary gland. So you can complete 4 gland: liver, pancreas, gallbladder. It is here, and salivary gland, there is no image of salivary glands. Okay, let me check guys. Here parotid glands is located here in our cheeks. Look at here, this is the parotid. Okay, so guys, that's all for now. In our next video we will going to cover about digestion of food. Okay, this is the how digestion food mechanism. Okay, now how many type of enzyme contribute in digestion. This is very important guys, very important. So we will meet in our next video. So that's all for now. If you like my lecture, then please subscribe my channel Adhyan with Flow, and thank you for listening me and supporting me. Thank you so much.